Good morning. Jeffrey Friedman, Senior Commodity Broker, RJO Futures, here in Chicago, January 10th. Morning comments, stock index futures. I always give you the word of the day, and there's been so much that it was hard to decide, but I will go with China. China is the big word of the day. Came out, exports beat the street 3 times as much as the estimate, around 14%. They're looking for around 5. Imports was also around 5 or 6. They're looking for 3%. This is at a 7-month high for China. China is the second largest economy in the world. So risk is on. Risk is on for stock index futures as well as other markets in general. But we had a lot of other news. What was the other news? Europe, the ECB left rates unchanged. Now remember, they're very low. They're 0.5%, a half of 1%. The language wasn't too bad, but by not going down means that they're comfortable that they don't need additional measures. So that's kind of a plus if you look at it through that point of view. Also, the Bank of England, their asset buying program, which would another stimulus to their country, left it on hold. They're at 3.75 billion pounds. So again, another vote of confidence that we're not completely contracting in different parts of the world, and we are expanding in Asia or China, okay? So have said that, risk is on. We are up 8 points in the S&P future contract, and we'll look at the technicals in 1 second. Real quick, we didn't have a whole lot on the docket for fundamentals in the United States. One of the fundamentals was initial claims. It's a weekly report. That was slightly disappointing. The market, in my opinion, kind of shrugged it off. We got 371. We were looking for 364. So we did rise, and people that need assistance on a weekly claim, help me out, I'm unemployed. So have said that, moving right along, we don't really have that much more. I do want to mention one last thing on a fundamental situation is we are in the beginning of earnings. Obviously, Ford beat the street. We're not going to talk about individual stocks, even though we could with single stock futures. But have said that, be aware that periodically things are going to come out on the earnings thing, and it could gyrate the stock index futures, and that's what we're talking about right here, right now. Now, have said that, let's take a look at the technical analysis. We made a new high for the year. We made a new high from last year. We are now above that 1462 level, March or front month S&P future contract. We're up 8 points on the day. In the round table, we had big discussions about stock index futures up, down, breaking out, not. This looks kind of like a breakout from last year, a continuation to the upside. So on a technical point of view, your trend is still your friend. We are in an upswing. Let's take a look at some resistance and support. Resistance on the way up, 1475-ish area. And then if we can close above that 2 days in a row, then we would go to 1510, in my opinion, looking at charts. Obviously, no guarantee there. Now, on the way down, remember the old resistance 62, and we just barely got through that today. So I would wait and see if we can hold 1458, 1455 on a closing basis to see if this breakout is true or not. If it is not, and we start to slide back, you got minor support around the 40-ish area. It might be 41, might be 39, 14 being your handle. The real number that people are probably thinking about would be 1430-ish, 1432. But the real trend change, okay, that on a short-term basis, not long-term basis, short-term basis would be around the 1410 area. Some people are saying it's as high as 1415. So anywhere in that area, close underneath 10 for sure, in my opinion, okay, on a chart analysis, we would be going from an uptrend short term to at least sideways to down, okay? But you should give me a call. Remember always, trading futures or option to futures involves risk of loss and is not suitable for everyone. I recommend that you give me a call for any market you want to talk about. We can talk about long-term, short-term, options, futures, ags, financials, whatever you like. And I can give you more time and more in-depth analysis of those markets. Good luck and good trading.